Now, I don't know what to call this. F1, with the sprint format keeps changing the name, so I'm just going to say qualifying, inverted commas, but Valtteri Bottas secured a very surprising pole position here this afternoon at Monza. Now, we're going to try and hop on Assetto Corsa, as always, and try and beat his pole time. Again, I'm going to make a full disclaimer, I don't do it on F1 2021 usually, except for the last episode. I don't usually do it on there because the game is too fast. So Monza on the F1 game is like a 1:17, it's about 2 seconds faster than the actual pole time from today, which was a 1:19.5 from Bottas. So we're here on Assetto Corsa, and I'll leave the mods that I use in this video linked down below, so go check those out. But today, we're going to try and beat his pole time. It's going to be difficult, but we're going to give it a good shot. I've done a bit of testing, and we're kind of chilling in the 1:22, so I've got to try and find 3 seconds. On top of that, I don't have false feedback. For some reason, Assetto Corsa, it broke in the last one in Zandvoort. For some reason, the game just doesn't work with my wheel anymore. My wheel works fine outside of that, but for some reason on this game, it doesn't work. So it's going to be a bit tricky to get maximum pace out of the car, but nonetheless, we should be okay. If you guys are going to enjoy the episode, leave a like, subscribe for more. I do this every single race weekend, and let's jump into it, and let's see if we can try and beat Bottas's lap. Well, let's jump into it then. Let's see how this goes. I've tried to go for some similar weather forecast settings to the qualifying we just saw, so it was kind of like getting a bit dark, the sun was going down, and there was a few clouds in the skies, a little bit overcast. So away we go. Out of the pit exit, we're going to see if we can set a decent banker lap. Of course, Monza on here on Assetto Corsa is laser scanned, so the accuracy is exactly what you want from one of these tracks. Now, engine mode, we're going to just keep the engine turned down for now. But let's talk about qualifying. I think there's a couple of standout performances, but I think the big one has to be Antonio Giovinazzi up until Q3, I think. In Q3, he didn't really maximise or show the same kind of pace he did in Q2. Worth noting, Daniel Ricciardo as well, really strong performance, only 6 1/1000ths off Lando, so Daniel, to be fair, has been on pace all weekend here, so it's good to see him back on it this weekend. And even Verstappen to some extent, you look at the gap from Perez. I know Perez didn't get a toe, but even then, Max clearly off pace compared to the Mercedes this weekend and still doing a good job to get his car up to P3. So let's jump into things here, and we're going to see what kind of pace we can set. Hopefully we can beat the lap. I don't think we will, but hopefully even I might surprise myself. Now, last weekend, of course, in Zandvoort, we managed to beat it on F1 2021, the only episode I've ever done on the actual F1 game. So we're back on AC. Let's try and send it. So here we go, at the Parabolica, or the now Michele Alboreto, I believe, or Michele Alboreto curve, if I'm not mistaken. Down the pit straight, DRS open, into turn 1, 100 meter board. Easy on the brakes, going to be a little bit cautious here as we get up to speed. I'm kind of using my F1 2021 muscle memory here. Out of turn 2, turn 3, Curva Grande, and now I believe the Variante Alta, 4 and 5. Very tricky combination here, braking at 100 again. Third gear, try and carry some speed through the second one, using the runoff as we now run down to Lesmo 1. Fifth gear, tip the nose in, get that rotation. Lesmo 2, avoid the inside curb. Unlike on the F1 game, you don't want to be touching that. They weren't doing it in real life, and you don't want to do it here either. Back straight, DRS open, as we now approach Variante Ascari. Fifth gear for this one, I think. Attack the inside curb, it's nice and flat. Unlike the F1 game, you can really go on those curbs. And now, down to the final corner, the Michele Alboreto curve. Sorry for my phone going off, by the way. I'll solve that for the next run. Here we go, braking about 50 meters. Carry the speed in, early apex. I probably could have carried a bit more speed there, but let the car run well as the sun starts to set. And across the line we go, and it's a 23.5, so we are 4 seconds off. Oof, that's a lot of time to find. Now, what I have done is not a lot, to be fair. I'm actually going to use higher engine modes. I'm going to kind of rely on that. I've reduced the rear wing by 1, so that should give us a bit more front end as a consequence. And now pretty much I've knocked the fuel down from 30 litres down to 1. I've got fuel consumption off, but the actual weight of the car and the fuel being taken out is on. So essentially we're running the lowest physical possible fuel now. So the car should speed up a little bit. Here we go, down to turn 1. Let's try and push the braking a little bit. Oh no, never mind. Straight away, it's gone wrong. The balance of the car feels wrong really. I don't like how it feels. I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board on the setup. I might even just go already for like a strong one. I'm on the C3 tyre. The fastest compound is a C4 this weekend, so we may have to go for all the works already here, I think. Now hopefully this does the trick. So I've gone for the C4 tyre. I've actually gone the other way on the aero, so rather than go down, I've gone back up. I've got the maximum rear wing, and I've got one click away from being maximum front wing, so we should be quite a bit slow on the straight, but if I can absolutely zoom through the middle sector, we might be able to find a bit of time. So here we go, second lap. Hopefully this time we don't mess up turn one, we actually make it through. Fingers crossed nothing goes wrong. I'm going to double check the brake bars to make sure. Yep, there we go. Down to turn one. On the brakes, easy does it. Been a little bit cautious there just because of what happened last time. Nope, never mind, it's gone again. That's so weird. Let's see. I found a bit of pace through the corners. This setup's very good. So I want to try and just get through the first corner and make a clean lap here. Let's see. Let's try again. DRS open. Let's focus into 1 and 2. Make sure we get through these first two corners. Right, we've got it. Now we can push on with a lap. Already 3 tenths up on the previous best on that 23.5. And we've still got the middle sector yet. Here we go. Let's see how late we can break it to here. About 75 meters. Turn in. Carry the speed. Easy on the throttle. A bit scruffy on the grass. Now here. Trying to carry some speed with the setup. Let's move 2. I'm going a bit too aggressive on the downshifts. I'm going way too early. The eyes open. Let's try and commit to Ascari here. There's a lot of time to find. I'm currently a second up, which is not a lot, but it's decent enough. That's good commitment through there. A little bit wide on the exit, but we'll keep our foot on it and just keep driving. Let's see if we can speed up Parabolica. Maybe get into a high 21 possibly here. Oh, that's a pretty decent commitment. Probably could have carried a bit more speed, but keep the car tight to the right. Across the line we go. 21.9, so we've got that lap done. Let's go for a full sweat setup and let's see if we can try and get anything else out of this. We're just going to stay on board here because this lap's actually better. I've committed to a second push lap, even though I said I'd go for a sweat setup. I just went for one more because I feel like there was more pace in it, and this is looking pretty decent. Parabolica, full commitment. We'll just bring it straight over to the right hand side. This should be a better lap though, and a bit more like it. Across the line, 21.3. Okay, found another half second there. So we're now about 1.8 off. We're getting closer. Let's give it everything with the final setup and see if we can get close. I might even use hot lap mode just to try and give myself a bit more of an edge on the straights. Right, so this should be it. I'm gonna go to hot lap mode. I think we may run out of ERS towards the end of the lap, but hopefully it gives me enough performance at the start of the lap to justify using it. So here we go, through Parabolica. We are running max downforce, so I may consider going down a little bit if this doesn't do the trick. Let's see though. Full commitment on this lap. Hopefully it's good enough. Let's go. I'll do. A bit more time in that, but pretty clean. About 4 tenths up right now from what I can see on my dash. Let's see if we can nail this chicane. There's a lot of time to find here. Ah, no. Damn it. I was 4 tenths up though, so that would have been a 20.9. Let's keep trying. Okay, so it's going to be an improvement, but not really ideal to be honest. Not the kind of lap time I was looking for. Should be about 4 tenths as we run out of ERS right there. So we're going to lose a bit of time. Up to the line we go. 20.8, so we're getting closer. I think we need a bit more though, so I'm going to go back to the drawing board on the setup and see what I can do, but I feel like if we get within a second, that might be a decent enough attempt, to be honest. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, I give up. I'm changing the setup again. go. I'm going to leave it there. I've been trying. I actually completely changed the setup and it still didn't change. I do think I'm lacking pace because I don't have any force feedback. I can't really feel the bumps or the curbs, which is really frustrating. Well, I can't feel them, basically. So that's kind of the problem. But still, I'll tell you that was a relatively clean lap. I'm leaving so much time in the first 2 corners. It's an absolute joke, but I can't go any faster. So, job done for me, 20.6. We failed this one. Hopefully the next one's better. But let's jump into a replay. Well, there we go then. I'll leave the link to the setup down below. It's from a different video, so go check it out. But we failed the challenge. It wasn't to be. Bottas on pole tomorrow. Let's see how the race goes. Nonetheless, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode and the lap. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more daily F1 content. As always, the mods will also be linked down below. Finally, check out 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them already, and a big shout out goes out to the channel members as always. But thank you for watching, and I'll see all of you next time.